property here used to be the Jones County Poor Farm. Just in the time period that it was a county farm, there were like 80 documented deaths. A lot of syphilis deaths here, tuberculosis, cholera. Upstairs is where they kept more of the difficult patients. I hear a lot of footsteps all the time. I had someone run up on my back. There was a lot of shadows going back and forth. The atmosphere in the basement has gotten a little bit heavier.
Give us the grand tour.
Everything?
Sure.
It's actually, the property here used to be the Jones County Poor Farm. It was just a two-story farmhouse, and they had crops and livestock out back. And if you were able to work, you were expected to work to earn your keep while you lived here. And it was pretty self-sufficient. They had eggs, dairy, all their stuff, most of their stuff that they needed. It was kind of like the first social welfare system, I guess you could say, if you couldn't take care of yourself, like poor, homeless, physically. And at that time they tore all the buildings down and they started building the manor, and it was opened in 1911. It was basically the same thing, but it was geared a little bit more towards psychiatric patients. So even if, you know, just the most mild conditions like depression or I know I did find a lot of syphilis deaths here, tuberculosis, cholera. Just in the time period that it was a county farm, there were like 80 documented deaths. Who knows how many undocumented, you know. I'm up to about just under 120 people now that I found that have died here. People who died here who didn't have any family to kind of come take the body, they're most likely buried in that area across the road. I've heard that upstairs is where they kept more of the, what's the word? Difficult patients were upstairs on that level. So there's 4 levels of the building, the basement, main, upstairs, and then there's an attic. I know that there was a man named Thomas who died of severe malnutrition. He was here for 11 years. He was from Ireland. And I'm thinking, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm thinking that it's the same Thomas that I've encountered upstairs on the women's ward, which has been my favorite area. So since we took care of the history, we can actually walk now. This area they actually used to eat in. People have said some of their best experiences have been between the hours of like 5 and 8 a.m. They'll be in the office where we just were, and they'll hear conversations in here. They'll hear like breakfast trays stacking, cups stacking, a lot of residual stuff going on in here. Alright, we are moving on into the men's ward. This is the biggest room that we have in the building, and as I mentioned before, when families came together, we would try to put them all together so they could have the same room. There's been a little girl by the name of Susie or Suzette. We think she's between the ages of 8 and 10. She's been seen and heard in this room and kind of playing up and down the hallway here. And especially females, she's been known to kind of tug on their shirts. If your hands are down, people have felt like their hands have been trying to be held. I hear a lot of footsteps all the time, not just in different areas of the building. This room is a really small room. I'll actually go in so you can see it. It actually used to be a bedroom in the early 50s. I want to say 53, 54. His bed used to be right here against this wall, but he had always lived with his mom, and when she died, the rest of his family put him in the county home. I'm guessing that he was lower functioning in one capacity or another, and no one wanted to take care of him, so they put him here. He didn't like it here at all. He could have left, but he didn't have nowhere to go. So he ended up hanging himself in here. Off of the doorknob. He used his bed sheet and he just sat down. It's the original door, but not the doorknob. He was in his early 30s, I think. Oh, some people have come in this room and like younger men, they'll feel like a tightness in their chest. Still the men's ward.
This was the room where I had that chimer in this doorway.
Really?
And nobody was in the building but me and Donna. We were on the second floor. It was going off. And then we came down and sat, we call that the Christmas tree room over there. And it was going off again. So we came in here and then nothing. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, does anybody want to come in and play? And then just started going ding, ding, ding. I'm like, well, how many are coming in? I mean, you know. But that was pretty cool when that happened.
Sweet.
So the sidewalls are where the shadows are coming?
That's cool. Yeah. Put that camera on. Do you guys hear that beep right now? Somebody is walking in the rec room back and forth. Hello, who's here?
Oh, he came in.
Are a bunch of you coming in so we can play games? That's great, you guys. That's really great. I'm so excited to play some games with you guys.
Sydney's heard this door slam when she's been here by herself, and it's extremely heavy.
Right, it's that fire door.
Yeah. We call this a puzzle room. People have gotten home after a day tour, and they'll find like a puzzle. Someone found a puzzle piece in their hood, with their hoodie, which is pretty crazy. Someone else found a piece in their pocket. We heard in this room, we've heard footsteps and a very clear hi from like a young man. Pretty cool. This is the men's ward, same thing where we just were upstairs. So someone had taken a picture of this mirror, kind of at an angle like this. And we might have it downstairs in our photo album, but it's kind of like a short female, it looks like, in the mirror. A girl was sitting here on the corner of the bed, and they were about ready to leave, and she felt someone grab the back of her ankle. Not like a rough grab, but she felt like a complete hand go on the back of her ankle. I think they didn't come back in here that night after that happened. So we're leaving the men's ward. Main stairwell. Jay, the owner, has seen, in the middle of the afternoon, he has seen an older woman right here on this second step. And he described her as typically what you would kind of picture someone staying here. She was really thin, and she had on either a dress or a nightgown, but it was really, like, you could almost see through it. It was really thin material. And so he's walking down the hallway from right here, and he stops, and he sees her, and she starts to take a step up, and as she does, she just disappears. So this is room 200, and this is kind of the start of the paranormal for this place. The owner, when they first got it, he felt like there was a lot of activity upstairs. He just couldn't explain it. So he's like, I'll spend the night here by myself. He picked a room right in the middle of the hallway. And this was one of the original beds that actually had blankets on it at the time. So he brings with him their black lab, sweet dog, and he's laying on the bed. And Kaylee, the dog, is sitting on the end, and you can't see the hallway from where he's laying, but she starts staring towards the doorway, and all the fur on her body goes up. She starts growling, and he's just watching her do this, and he's like, I don't really hear anything, I don't see anything. And she slowly turns, like she's watching someone walk in, and then she situates herself, and she's looking like someone's standing right here in front of the window. She's on point, she's not moving. Long story short, she finally settles down, but in that time period, he feels someone squeezing his big toe, just over and over and over. And not long after that, his nephew came in and did an EVP session and said, did you do anything to my uncle? And when they played it back, they heard, I grabbed him. A lot of people have had activity in this room. I haven't had anything. People have heard talking on their EVPs and with their ears. So we are entering the women's ward, and this area is my absolute favorite. This hallway right here, and this room is my favorite. I call it the blue room, and as you can see, it actually used to be 2 bedrooms. The hallway went all the way to the end of the wall. So there's been 2 females that have been seen in here. One is an older woman, a really angry old woman. And not at anyone in particular, but just in general, a really unhappy person. It was probably 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning, I think, and we just come in, and instead of starting right off talking, we actually just sat in silence for a couple minutes. And I don't know if it's something that I felt or if I heard, but there were like 3 footsteps up the hallway, and this guy stopped right here at an angle just like this, and I don't say anything at first because I'm like, am I really feeling this? Am I going crazy? But when he wouldn't leave, he wouldn't move, he was just staring straight down at me, and I saw, it sounds crazy, but I saw what he looked like. I'm gonna say early 70s, and he had light gray hair, and it was like a bowl cut, thin dark eyebrows, and when he first walked up, I felt like maybe it was like he was a protector, because we had a man, and this is the women's ward. We had a guy with us. And the stories that I've heard from Cindy, he doesn't like men in this ward, particularly this room. So I thought at first that he was just protecting. The longer he stood here, the more I felt like it was a territorial thing, not a protecting thing. And probably 3 minutes go by, and I'm just like, have you ever had someone walk up on you and you just feel like someone's right, like an actual person? Like, have you ever, that someone's there? And I finally say out loud, okay, I feel like someone just walked up the hallway and they're staring at me, just like that. And the girl who was sitting here, she said, yeah, it's an older guy, isn't it? And he's over my right shoulder behind me. And I thought, oh my God. So that was in my life, my first ever real experience. That there was no debunking. I didn't say where, I didn't say he, I didn't say an age. So when it was clear that he was still there, we started asking questions like, are you afraid of the gentleman in the hallway? Did he do something to you? And we had a girl over here in the corner. She started getting tingles like from her toes all the way to the top of her head, and she started crying. She got really emotional. She was like, I gotta get out of here, I feel really sad. So we left. I had someone run up on my back right in this area, and I feel someone just run right up on my back. And I knew that if I started running, I would really freak myself out, probably trip and fall. So I was just like, okay. So I kind of walked fast, and as soon as I got to that exit sign, it was gone. It was off of me, which seems to be a recurring thing. Like, right? It's like he won't leave the women's ward. Someone had seen a guy standing with his back against the hallway, like right inside these double doors. So he was kind of standing like this, but he was looking at us.
When we were here before, we had the camera running, like right here.
Yeah.
Like 2 in the morning, nobody's up here. All these hall lights turned on for like 10 minutes, and then they shut themselves off. I'm
Really?
like, okay, that's interesting.
All the way to the basement we go. All right, so this used to be like a kitchen worker's office. The owner was down here, walks through this doorway, and he sees a guy over here in the corner. Like, not a see-through guy, like a solid body. And he described him as, from the 1800s, but he had like a long leather duster coat on, a wide-brimmed, rounded top cowboy hat, and a long, dark, bushy beard. And he said he looked at him just for a few seconds, and he was gone. So younger females have felt
Hear something?
I just saw the doorway blackout. Hey, so
Just giving a tour here. Join us.
so a lot of people, a lot of younger females have felt really uncomfortable, like right in this doorway, and just because the boiler room is right here, young females have felt like their bubble has been broken. If you have a small bubble, this person or whatever it is likes to really intimidate and get in your bubble. I felt like I keep doing this, but this is only like the second time that I felt like something was right up on me. Alright, this is the kitchen. So there was a day tour here several years ago, and he was down here with his half of the group, and there was a cup like right where this one is. Well, they left this area and they went down towards the boiler room, and they hear this god-awful racket in here when they come in, and there's a cup laying, kind of moving on the floor. And this is what is left of the padded room. I came in here with 2 other people during our overnight, and at the same time, we all get a really sharp pain on the back of our head. And she was seeing someone doing this, like they were banging their head on the wall, like they had worn the padding down. She was sensing that 2 people had died in here. I'm sure that there could have been probably a lot more, but she was picking up on 2 people. I feel like lately the atmosphere in the basement has gotten a little bit heavier.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
I think the first year it was really heavy, then the next time I came back it was a lot lighter, and now it feels a little heavier again.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
According to people who have been here, this area is kind of the hot spot. But there is an ornery dude in here, I'll say that much.
Is there anybody in this room with us? Can you tell me what this is? What kind of animal is this? How many people hang out in this place? Where's the 16-year-old boy? Where's he at today? You know, the one where you think your parents didn't want you? Where are you? Do you like it when people come to visit you? Well, if you shared anything, thanks. Appreciate it. What's that?
What?
The stick figure in there.
I don't know.
Why is there a complete stick figure in there?
Let's see if it stays when it maps me.
She's touching you. What is up with that, Alex? Why is it doing that?
Well, it's not moving. I wonder if it's the paint chip. The paint chip's on the wall, making it figure, but that... I guess it wouldn't because I'm blocking it.
Yeah, and then it moved to your other side, remember? Now it's on top of you. But that was weird because then you moved and it went to the other side.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because isn't it supposed to look like people when it maps you? Or would it be like a green shadow with the map, or is it we just gray shadow because we're people?
We just get the shadow because we're physical people. We get mass.
So otherwise, if it was a ghost, it would look like the stick figure guy
Yeah.
that we just saw.
Yeah.
That could have maybe been her. Maybe.
Possibly. Camera was recording.
Well, that was weird because it went to your other side. Like it totally went behind you. Like that's weird.
It was weird.
And you're the one who knows about that, so I don't know about her. Alex, how does it feel to be back at Edinburgh?
It's nice to be back ghost hunting.
I'm Jill. This is my friend Alex.
Hi.
Anybody hang out in 207? Can you walk in and touch that light on the dresser for me?
That was weird.
What?
The K2 was going off, and at the same time it was messing with the...
Audio in there? Are you around us? I remember this room. You guys touched me in here. I sat down and somebody touched my arm because I said I felt like how it was here. Stuck in that room. She says this one's pretty hot. Can you come and talk to us?
We're just here to talk to you guys.
Did you hear that?
What?
It's an arm pot. Do you have a arm pot up here?
In the, we have that nun, your one in the main room over there.
Mine in there. It was that sound. Do you hear it? Take your headphones off. It's
I heard it.
It's going right now. Let's see if it's going down in the room. That's where it sounded like it was coming from that way.
Could have stopped when I got him up here. And it's still down there.
Yeah, well, I got chills right now.
So it wasn't loud enough to-
You bet. Are we doing that? Are you guys doing that?
Jill. Jill, it's your REM Pro up here. Jill. Hi there.
Who's here? Were you just touching that? Yeah? Can you do it again? This is like the first time this stuff's been going on since we come here. And I was gonna run I was thinking this was the room I want to take the portal and run it in, so I called it. Oh, hello! Thanks for touching that. Can we use that to communicate with you? Do you like the things we brought for you? Can you tell me the things? Oh, hello. You like that thing? Oh, you like it a lot. You're lighting it up pretty good. That's really great. Appreciate you, Matt. Let me go grab that thing. shirts are shuffling down this way. It's pretty exciting. The REM pod's going off in that room, so now we're going to try the portal, see if we can get some voices. Okay, I brought something you can talk to us with. Hello? Can you say hello?
Yeah, I noticed after that it didn't go off again.
Yeah.
Something wasn't here playing. Someone.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for entertaining us. If you want to touch that again, feel free.
Remember us from last time when you knocked that sign over?
You can try the 11 in this room.
That's what I was pulling out.
Can you tell me your name? Do you not want to talk to us? Who's here with us? By Alex, can you touch him on the shoulder?
A couple things.
Yeah, I couldn't make out any of it.
Yeah, they were pretty faint. It's still really cold, I mean.
Are you still hanging out around Alex? Feel free to follow us around while we're down here. Well, let's go in here first. Hello? Anybody down in this storm shelter area? Anybody hang out in this room? Want to talk to us on this one? Hello? Can you tell me how many spirits reside down here? He's over by Alex. He's touching his light.
Can you touch that again?
Well, thanks for sharing, guys. I heard quite a bit on there. Appreciate it. Well, feel free to touch the thing on the table later. Anyone down in the hall here? You didn't hear that? I heard a like
Down
that.
there.
It's very faint. It was like it would be that way. I mean, it's almost like it was like over in the kitchen area, but I don't think that was them. It was too loud to be. That wasn't down there upstairs.
Start down that side.
The
Work our way around. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you come say hi to us? Well, because I was getting K2, and so I put it over there because I wasn't sure. Because when I go like that, it doesn't give me anything, but I was getting. You don't have to be nervous. Thought I heard something down there, but I heard nothing. If you made that sound, can you make it again?
They must be coming down. See what they're up to. You guys get anything?
Had some, a little bit of just K2 meter hits that were interesting, like they were kind of responding and then they just stopped.
Yeah.
They'd kind of be in the middle of nowhere. They'd be like,
Intelligent.
yeah, and like we went to the next room, and then as soon as we started saying again in the next room, we were like, if you came in this room, you know, can you do it again? And it wouldn't have lit up the whole time, but as soon as we asked that, then it would start
Hitting
doing it
it.
again. Like that. So that was interesting. So I think there's some fun stuff going on with it. I'm interested to hear what's on the voice recorder. Do you guys have any activity?
We heard some stuff on the spirit box. His K2 went off a little bit. And they were standing by that straitjacket room place. You know, where she said this is the padded room.
Yeah.
And we were just real quiet. And I said, could you at least just shuffle or something? And we just were real quiet. And then we heard, well, he didn't because he was in the room. But I heard, and then I thought, and I waited a second. And I'm like, wonder if that's them. And then I listened and I couldn't hear you guys at all. And then I said, it kind of sounded like it came from the kitchen. So we walked over there and then I like stuck my head by the door. I still couldn't hear you guys, you know, so I don't, no, I know. But I was like, just trying to listen, like, where are they? Did I maybe catch them shuffling? And
Yeah.
yeah, no. So they shuffled for us.
But that's cool.
All right, here we are with Eric and Tracy from Grand Avenue Paranormal. First time here at Edinburgh. What are you guys thinking so far?
It's pretty cool. Very, very cool atmosphere.
Any,
It's like walking into a time capsule that's been buried and just unearthing this place that was, you know, just abandoned, left to decay a little bit, and seeing history in action.
Yeah, and you can feel it, like when you walk in. You can feel the air is thicker, and you can feel that there's other people here.
yeah, we're about halfway through on the night, so any special things that have happened that you've enjoyed so far this evening, or?
A lot of craziness on the K2 meter that was actually responding the same way time and time again. Cold spots, I felt my hand getting touched a couple times, and that was...
Some noises in the basement, but I think, yeah, probably some interaction with the K2 meter, and
Yeah.
we'll see. You know, there's been a lot of nights where it seems like there's absolutely nothing going on, and then all of a sudden you get more EVPs than you know what to do with. So
Yeah.
you never know sometimes.
Yeah, all right. Well, we'll keep on going for the rest of the night and see what else we can find.
Absolutely.
All right. We should run down and change the tapes in the basement.
K2,
What? That one just went?
yeah, just hit it up till you get yellow.
Oh, okay. Who's here? Someone touching that? Are you down here with us? Yeah?
Can you make that light all the way up?
Oh, very nice. You're doing a great job on that. Can we communicate with you that way? Do you want to talk with us? Can you light it up if you want? Do you do want to talk with us? Very much.
You still with us?
Oh, there you go. Were you a patient here? Yeah? Were you ever in this padded room? Yes? Are you happy to be out of that room? Can you not go that far from here? Ah, I see. You can't go that far from here. What are you trying to tell us? You must be able to get out a little bit if you're touching that. You're just going crazy. You want to tell us something, Dad, don't you? Still here with us, or did you leave? See, this is how I say people.
Nope.
Are you back? Okay, so you didn't leave, so that's good. All the way to the red, that's great. Really appreciate that. We got our friend coming down here, so don't be nervous. Maybe you can say hi to our friend.
Just changing tapes.
Oh,
Stay
see?
tuned and start
She's saying
going
he's-
crazy.
Can you show her how you were doing it for us? Just one more time and we won't bug you to do it again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Really appreciate that. That's awesome. We just wanted to show Tracy here that you were actually with us, so she didn't think we were crazy. That people thought you were crazy. That's why you had your straitjacket on, huh? Is this your home?
Did you have to go into the quiet room? Did they make you wear a jacket? Did they ever roll you up in a mat?
Were they mean to you here? Yeah, I bet you didn't deserve that, did you?
Do you know where you are now?
Do you know that you've passed on?
Oh, her K2's flashing like crazy too.
She's going to you.
It's okay for you to touch this one.
You like that one? Oh, there you now you're doing both. Hey, that's pretty tricky. Do you want us to leave? You do?
All right, should we move along? I heard something behind you. Towards the boiler room.
What did you hear?
You want to go that way?
Yeah. I heard something down there.
Somebody in here?
If you're here, can you knock on something?
Yeah, this basement's pretty quiet tonight, aside from K2 stuff.
So you've been down here and had to be pretty active?
I've never had it like super active in this room, but the big room with the fans that you like, yeah.
Yeah, this
Last-
one has tripped me out so
Last time I was here, it was just me and my wife down here. And she started getting the feeling like somebody was like touching her and her legs went like ice cold, but the rest of her body was fine. And then I got an EVP while this was happening. It was some creepy voice saying, "I love you."
Well, I kept getting weird cold spots when we were over in that area, and I walked away and I said, "Can you touch the light?" I kept getting weird cold spots on this side, but
And I didn't feel like earlier tonight. I was standing there running the spirit box and felt like something was like touching the back of my arm, but I just kind of blew it off.
yeah, like when we did the walkthrough, I kept feeling my hand getting touched.
That's you.
Yeah. Are we going up?
We were gonna go upstairs and Alex was gonna lock himself in that room.
Okay.
At the moment, I locked myself in to the room where there's a woman in here that doesn't like men, and I'm just sitting on the bed. Is there anyone in here with me? You remember me from the last time I was here? Can you come light this up again? Thank you. Come in, touched this thing a couple times. Can you do it again? Can you light it all the way up to red for me? Thank you. Are you a woman? Yeah. Do you not like men in here? Yeah. Oh, you're right above me? Takes me just going crazy. You making it colder in here? Can you bring it down to 66 degrees? Right now we're at 68.8. You already brought it down from 71. Well, thanks for talking with me if you did. I appreciate it.
Whose room was this? Are you hungry? Do you want your breakfast tray closer? I can push it closer. You just gotta, here, just reach for that. That's like the nurse call light. So just touch that and a nurse will come. Can you do that?
Okay.
So you're touching that, so you want the nurse to come? There you go. I have something that you can talk through. Maybe you can tell me what you want. Then I can go tell the doctor for you. Oh, you're excited about that, are you? What can we do to help you? I know help you, but you have to tell me what's wrong with you. Do you need to get out of bed? You do need to get out of bed?
I've been getting really cold on the back of my arms no matter where I stand.
Where does everybody hang out? The rec room, huh? Yeah. Thanks for sharing. Boy, our little patient in our bed is really going nuts. What is going on over there? You need some serious help? You sure you don't want to just take my hand here, right here? Just take my hand. My fingertips are getting cold.
That's what was happening to me. Like,
It's okay, we're here to help you.
Do you not want to be here anymore? Are you stuck here? Do you want to stay here?
You want us to stay? You have to hit that all the way up if you want us to stay.
We'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Guess
You
they want
stinker.
us to stay. Oh, you're a funny
stinker.
one, you are. Well, thanks for all the interaction. That was great. We really appreciate it. Yeah, we were sitting in here when we heard the REM pod go off down there.
do you want to go in there?
We could try it again.
Yeah. Is there somebody who stays up here? Any activity?
Actually, a lot of K2 interaction.
We were getting that too.
Like, she really didn't want anything to do with me.
again.
Yeah, she really didn't want anything to do with me. Like, I sat down and it was just like last time I got the little blip on her, and then I would go and do it again. And I kept asking, and finally it lit up to yellow, and then it went all the way up to red. And then, at one point, I like put it up above me, like this. guess I was laying on the bed, I put it up above me and it was just pinning to the red. And then I put it back to the side and it went off again. So I brought this over because it was around like, between like 69 and 71 degrees in there. And I brought it over to where the K2 was getting hit. And it dropped from like 71.5 down to like 68.3. So not a huge shift, but.
We were in that middle room down there with there's like a bed in there with a, like a hospital tray. So I put the K2 on, I said, here, that's like your nurse call light, and then this went on for like 15 minutes of it going mental.
I thought I heard something down there.
I heard it like tick.
Yeah.
Something.
What? What'd you get?
This thing just jumped up to a 2.3 and then back down to 0.
That's awesome. Yeah, he had some action on the K2 plus the Mel jumped too.
All right, let's try to remember. I really think they're following us from room to room here.
I think so too.
Maybe you were running away from us. No, I guess not. You're right here.
Both of them.
Who else is going? Can you do it and go dut 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 dut? Can you do that?
Here, just go. Nothing happens. Oh, I spoke too soon.
Can you tap it 3 times in a row? Just boom, boom, boom.
I have never seen that, especially this is not reacting.
Not hitting home with you.
Nope. Boom.
Nothing.
It's crazy.
Yeah. If they shouldn't both be reacting if an EMF detector isn't reacting.
Who do you like better? Touch the one of the person you like better in this room. Okay, you like both of us. Just take a step or two back.
Yep, nothing on a
Yeah, that didn't change anything.
no EMF at all.
Really?
It's flat 0.
Weird. I got tinglies on the bottom of my leg right now. Who's around us right now? You're sure giving up a lot of energy for us. Okay, well, you can't say this is caused by some electrical thing because I keep taking inches backwards and it still continues to keep going.
I see that.
Yeah, it's like, and I even double check, put in my battery for this.
It's his EMF detector right next to it is getting 0 as well, so.
Then it's like something manipulating light.
Well, thanks for that interaction. That was pretty cool.
That's crazy.
Oh, like I said, I kept stepping back just in case. See, oh, I was gonna say mine's not going, but now it is. You like doing that in unison, don't you? I've probably moved a good foot and a half away from him, and I'm still getting.
Yeah, like even if it was coming from the same thing, it would like it can't be that far apart and still be doing it in unison.
Right.
Like that.
Getting it up like the same amount, same exact time.
Yeah.
Did you hear whistling?
Mm-mm.
I heard somebody go.
Did feel like something tugged on my jeans.
See, I felt like I had something around my.
Oh, because I was moving over this way, and as I stepped this way, my jeans stayed that way.
Yeah.
Like something pulled on it.
Well, come follow us out here, which I see you already are because I'm blipping like crazy. You like doing the puzzle? Really? This is just gonna be non-stop all night on the puzzle. You guys are nuts, you know that?
In a good way. Paranormal puzzle.
You guys are just having way too much fun. It's at 0.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, we really have no reasonable explanation for this.
We've had this happen like this before, but not for such an extended amount
Period
of
of
time and
time.
for over such a large area.
Yeah. What if I put it right here? Are you still gonna touch it if I put it right there? No, it's still it's touching mine now too. Yeah. Jeez, no matter where I put it, you guys are all on it.
Sound like footsteps down the hallway.
I heard what you were talking about, and I wasn't sure.
What about this room? Are you gonna make it go off in this room? No matter where I stick it, just we know you can make that go off, which has been super fun tonight, and I appreciate that because I see you're still doing it. But can you like take that ball there? You see that ball?
Throwing stuff out there.
Hmm?
It sounds like they're throwing stuff out there.
This one was louder, that's why I actually walked out and looked, because it sounded like there was somebody over there.
Oh.
Where did it sound like it came from?
Either at the end of this hall or a little bit down the hallway there towards the main stairs.
I heard something.
Hmm?
Yeah, it sounds like they're throwing shit out there.
Yeah, it sounded like something sliding. Well, thanks for all the interaction, and you're still doing it.
So, but now mine's going off.